everyone. So it's me, Felicia, and I'm like 16 minutes late getting started. I know I said I was going to start at 5, but I got halfway through pulling my ingredients out and realized I didn't have the ingredients to make the pesto or the Alfredo sauce. So I did the lazy thing and I went back to the store and grabbed pesto and Alfredo. And I forgot I didn't have cheese. So we're gonna get started right off the bat with the chicken pesto. So that's what we're having for dinner. So I want to get started on it. It's a recipe that I just found in one of my awesome cookbooks. So this is the first time I'm trying it. They're saying to put it over like a bed of zucchini noodles, but I'm just going to cook some asparagus with it because I have a big batch of asparagus to cook and I love asparagus. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to literally follow along. I'm going to get my skillet out and I've got chicken breasts out and we'll just get going right away. So let's throw this on. And then get one of my pots out. I did start getting some of this stuff out already. So it's saying to heat avocado oil over medium and saute my garlic in there. Now I don't eat onions, so it's saying to put onions and garlic in. I'm gonna put my garlic in, saute it, and then afterwards just add some onion powder. I'm a big baby. I don't like the texture of onions, and yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm a big baby. Felicia?
Emmerich, I'm live, buddy.
Not alive. Stop. Talking to the world.
Okay, so avocado oil is in, and I'm gonna add some garlic in there. Try to get a couple of steps ahead. I'm just gonna cook that. Add the chicken, and then I'm just adding the chicken and tossing as needed. And then I'm gonna add spinach, cook that up with it. Then I'm gonna pour the Alfredo and the pesto in. So it's calling for like a cup of Alfredo and 3 tablespoons of pesto. So I just picked up the Classico Alfredo sauce, and it's like 3 grams of carbs. And the pesto, I am bound and determined this week to find a better pesto. Even the homemade pesto, because I do have a recipe for homemade pesto, but the pine nuts are really high in carbs. So I'm gonna try to work on some different carb or lower carb recipes for pestos this week, and I'm gonna add it to this recipe in the comments after the fact. But I'm stuck with this for today. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm just gonna fry this up, and we'll see where we go from there. I feel like I'm not prepared like I normally am today.
What's wrong?
So we're just gonna let that saute up a little bit. It's just the avocado oil and garlic. I'm gonna take out the chicken. And as always, we've been talking about this a little bit more, but I've started this thing when I'm doing my lives. I didn't get the pesto at Costco. I thought I had, Kim. I'm sure I picked it up. I'm sure I looked at it, but I've gone through all my cupboards and I cannot find it. So freaking frustrating. But I was gonna make a homemade one, and I was just saying the pine nuts are really like high in carbs. So I've got to figure something else out. So I'm just going to cut up my chicken breasts that I get from Chambers. So the little game that I said I was gonna play is because I really like supporting local businesses and small businesses. So if at any point during my live I mention a product you sell, feel free to pop the link in. So if I say, I don't know, a company you work for, you can pop your link in. Or if the suggestion comes up for a product that you think, like here's an example. Noella just jumped on. If I said, holy crap, I need to start getting better prepared for these lives and actually putting some mascara on, Noella could be like, oh my God, I sell Epicure. And she could throw her link in there. Or not Epicure, Unique. Sorry. Just to kind of keep everybody kind of, engaged and interactive, and to give everybody else that's watching the same kind of opportunity to get some exposure. So that's kind of my new game that I've started playing on my lives. So I'm just gonna cut my chickens up. I know you can't see me because I do this to you guys all the time, but I'm just taking my chicken breasts out. These are the chicken breasts that I pick up from Chambers Food Services. So Mary, if you happen to be watching, you can throw your link up there. I love them because they're easy to defrost. They're small portions, and I can pull out just a couple. Each portion for the chicken breasts is two chicken breasts. Boneless, skinless, ready to go pretty much. So I'm just gonna slice these up. Throw them in with the garlic. It's funny you say that, Kim, that I'm doing well. I had somebody say something the other day that kind of, I'll private message you about it. But it's funny how we take things to heart sometimes when people question it. So thank you. I'm trying. I think that going live, I mean, I'm cooking it anyway, so if it helps anybody, gives anybody some extra ideas, I think it's a good thing. Okay, I'm also going to be doing broccoli salad. So I've got bacon out. My broccoli salad, I just do broccoli florets. I do cubed cheddar cheese, cooked bacon. The same sauce that I put on my cauliflower salad. And it's like a combination of mayo, stevia, and white vinegar. And I have some left over from last time I made it. I kind of stored some. So I'm just going to use that. And then I'm going to actually put, some people put red onion. I'm not a big fan, as I said, of red onion. So I will omit that. If you like onion, feel free to put some in. But what I'm going to put in mine is pumpkin seeds. Just to give it an extra little something. If there's something that you guys put in your broccoli salad, give me some ideas. I'm always looking for new suggestions. You'll notice the last 3-4 days, I have been posting personalized recipe cards with the stuff that I've been cooking. I'm hoping you guys are liking those. It's got everything kind of compressed on it, a picture of it, the ingredients, the nutritional components. So. Okay, so I am just going to add a little bit of that onion powder. I know it's probably better to do it with real onion, but I just don't like it. So onion powder it is. Okay, I'll show you guys a picture if you want. This is the pesto chicken that I'm making right now. And the book that I'm using is one of my favorites, is Simply Keto. And the author is Suzanne Ryan. And she makes amazing, amazing, amazing recipes. They're super easy to follow. And yeah, I just love them. So I guess while that's cooking, we can start. Maybe I'll start on the broccoli salad. Okay, so big bowl. Broccoli salad is delicious, and broccoli, if you're on a keto diet, is one of the super vegetables. So it's one of the best ones that you can have. It's fairly low in carbs. It's one of your best nutrient-filled vegetables that you can eat of all of the vegetables. Better than cauliflower, better than spaghetti squash, better than zucchini. It's super, super healthy. So I got 4 small florets. You can also pick these up in bulk at Costco, just the heads, which is handy. I had to be careful when I did my last grocery shopping at Costco because you get the temptation to pick up everything, and then you can only eat so many vegetables. I know we say, you know, that you can eat as many vegetables as you want, but I picked up a giant bag of Brussels sprouts. I picked up a giant bag of zucchini. I picked up a giant bag of asparagus. At some point, you have to draw the limit on a week-to-week basis. So I'm just breaking them into bite-sized portions. Making sure all the small ones are down a little bit further. And I'm actually going to put the mixture on right away because I've got it ready and prepped. I'm going to add just a little bit more mayo to it. Still a tiny little bit. A tiny little piece. So I'm sitting here making all this yummy food, and I don't know if you guys have forgotten, but my 60-hour water wash starts tonight. So I'm doing 2 back-to-back. So we did a double down in January, and add some salt and pepper that, where a lot of people had done the fast at the beginning of January, and then they offered a second one, and I had missed the first one, so I did one 2 weeks ago. And I don't usually do them back-to-back like that, but I want to get back on the same schedule as everyone else. So I'm starting my 60-hour water wash tonight at 9 o'clock. So if any of you guys are joining me, let me know. And I can add you to Keto Smash, which is the group that I run, where we do the free 8-week challenges. I offer free meal plans, free workouts, all that sort of stuff, and just kind of teach keto living. So if you want to get in on that group, write the word Keto Smash. And if you're doing the water reboot, write reboot. So I've just got chicken cooking in here. I'm making a creamy chicken pesto. I'm making a creamy chicken pesto, and I'm going to serve it alongside asparagus. I'm just putting some salt and pepper. In my mixture. So again, the dressing for the broccoli salad is just white vinegar, stevia, and Hellmann's mayonnaise. And you just mix that together, and it works itself into like a nice dressing over. You can use this on cauliflower salad, broccoli salad, or coleslaw. You want to put enough, but overnight, broccoli salad and cauliflower salad are the kinds of salads that you want to kind of let sit overnight, and the vinegar breaks it down a bit, and just, I don't know, just makes it delicious. So I am going to just coat this broccoli in the dressing. The longer it sits, the, I guess, more liquidy the dressing becomes. So I'm gonna let that sit. And I'm gonna start cubing up the cheese to put in it. I'll double check on my chicken. And then as soon as we're done this, I'm gonna start doing raspberry fat bombs. And I don't do a whole lot of fat bombs. Hey, Marissa. But, because I don't have a big sweet tooth, but I have so many people asking about fat bombs that I'm gonna try to do at least one every Sunday. Most of the fat bombs go in the fridge or freezer, so you need to make them ahead of time anyway. So yeah. Let's check on the chicken. Chicken is coming together nicely. So, get a cheese knife out. My cheese knife actually says cheese on it. Cheese. Not that that matters. All right. So I'm gonna cut about a quarter of the block off, about that much, and I'm gonna cube it up into little squares. That's what I like. Some people will just grate it. Some people will buy grated cheese and put in. I like to cube mine, so I do like thick cuts, kind of like this. I don't know if you can see, because then I can block it. I can do like one more cut on each. And then I just cube it up so that it ends up being kind of little squares like that. It's just the way I do it. I don't think it much matters, but one of the things that you'll notice about my meal preps and stuff like that on Sundays, my live cooking, is that I try to keep it really simple. There'll be times where I go a little bit more extravagant, but I'm a pretty simple. I think my food tastes really good. I think any of my friends that come over will attest to, you know, I think I'm a good cook, but I think I'm a simple cook. I don't know if that's bad. I don't know. Like, I don't do like French cuisine, right? David?
No, it's always good.
It's always good. It's just not complicated. Like, I'm not doing 3-hour preps to make my food. I'm a mom, so everything's kind of quick. There's like an army living here, so.
We're all healthy.
And you're all healthy? I don't know about that. Didn't you just tell Kaylee was fat?
Oh, elbows are.
Did you elbow me?
Hey.
Was Papa being mean earlier? Or was that Emmerich?
Want pizza? What's that?
Here, Dave.
Yeah. You want the tiniest piece of cheese?
Have any of you guys seen, what was it called? What did we go see the other day, boys? What was the movie called? A Dog's Way Home?
Yeah.
A Dog's Way Home. And there's a little part in the movie that the boy keeps offering his dog the tiniest piece of cheese.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm making right now, I'm making a broccoli salad. So I'm just cubing up the cheese. And on the stove, I have a creamy chicken pesto. It's one of the items on our food list this week. And I'm also going to be making raspberry fat bombs. Samantha just joined our 8-week challenge, so I will share this in Keto Smash when I'm done too. It's just easier when I do it on my personal page first because I have more friends on here. And if you want to get notifications about when I'm doing lives, all you have to do is go to my page, like my Facebook page, and just press the follow button. You don't automatically start following somebody. Like, I've got over 4,000 friends, but probably, I don't know, like 700 followers. So if you want to get updates and stuff and keep up to date on all my keto stuff, just go over and follow me. And I usually follow back because I like getting updated on my friends too and seeing the cool stuff that they're sharing. Okay, so my broccoli salad so far just has the broccoli florets in it. I just put about a quarter block of cheddar cheese in, and the dressing I had already made up had Hellmann's mayonnaise, stevia, and white vinegar, just mixed together, salt and pepper.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so the chicken, for those of you guys that joined late, I just sauteed some garlic in olive oil and then cut up some chicken breasts in there. And now I'm getting ready to add a cup of Alfredo sauce. You can do, this one has 3 grams of carbs per quarter cup. Probably a lot better to make a homemade version, but I realized late in the day that I didn't have all the ingredients for my pesto and Alfredo sauce, so I'm using these. So I'm putting a cup of Alfredo sauce in the entire chicken dish right now. I'm going to put the spinach in first. So it's calling for 6 ounces of spinach chopped. So I'm just going to...
What are you making?
I'm making chicken, buddy.
I think we're Tiffany's on.
No, Tiffany's at work. So I'm just going to take some fresh chicken. Some fresh chicken.
No one's on?
Yeah, there's lots of people on.
Who?
Well, there's Samantha and Nat and Krista
Everybody who's
and
green.
Brad.
Everybody who's green.
Yeah, everybody who's green. And Luke. I feel like I'm like Romper Room. Boy, I'm aging myself there, eh?
Yeah.
Tell me you know who Romper Room is, David?
Romper Room was
Remember the mirror?
Yeah.
I see David. And I see...
Gabby's mom is on.
Yeah. So good.
Dad?
There's juice on the side there. I'm going to add more spinach because for any of you guys that know or cook with spinach a lot, spinach starts out gigantic and ends up vanishing. It's one of those things that's a very water-based, like cucumber, and it just disappears into nothing. So I'm going to add another handful because this is an 11-ounce package, and they wanted me to add 5 ounces, so I'm just under half of it, right? I'm good.
What?
Okay, now it's been a gros mess. Oh, cayenne. Pas de mess? Whoop. Okay, a cup of Alfredo sauce is going in there. Hey, Anne. This is my cooking show, Anne. How's Florida, love? Anne is one of my friends, and she goes
She's
to...
your cousin?
No, she's just a friend. And she goes to Florida every winter.
Yeah. Great.
There we go. And then just 3 tablespoons of pesto. And I'm going to be really specific with that because the pesto's way higher in carbs than I would like it to be because the pine nuts. Okay, so there's the pesto and the Alfredo. I'm going to bring this over and show you guys what it's looking like so far, just to kind of get a visual for when you're cooking it. It smells really good in here. Turn it back up a bit. I love the smell of pesto. You like pesto?
Yeah.
I love
Are you
it.
putting crackers there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, how many of you guys live in Sudbury? And how many of you guys live in the South End? Because my girlfriend, Anna, just opened up a new HIIT training center at the Four Corners. So if you guys are looking for a new, cool, amazing workout, you need to hit up Anna. And I will share her link when I'm done the live. Okay, so what's left? Stir in the pesto, everything's well blended. Salt, pepper, and Parmesan cheese, and that's it.
Okay, Cal, take it easy on the cat there. Drop her. Okay, that's video. Right? Are you kidding?
Salt.
Get moving. Okay. Aqui ó, você pensar lá. Vamos pensar. Nossa, que é de quadro. Ultimamente top de yoga, chá. Isso que eu quero.
So I'm finding the chicken's a little bit too big, so I have this tool that I got from Pampered Chef, and it chops it right up. It's great for salads, cutting lettuce, but you can also use it right in, it's silicone bottom, so you can use it right in the pan to cut up things like chicken.
Average metal. Tiny.
If you guys know anybody that is living a ketogenic lifestyle and likes to see new different things for cooking, feel free to either invite them to this live or share the live on your personal Facebook, and we can all kind of learn together. Okay, so shaved Parmesan. And I'm going to turn that right down to simmer now. And that's it for that. Pesto dish is going to sit and cook. And I am going to make a little bit of noise. I'm going to steam my asparagus. So I'm going to put just the smallest amount of water in there, just enough to get a steam going on it. Heat that up nice. I'm going to add some salt. And giant bag of asparagus. And asparagus, I like it nice and crispy. So I'm gonna take out, I don't know how many of us are eating, but I'm gonna take out like 2 good handfuls, rinse it off.
No, go. Wait.